tip-off to hear another word from our sponsor, and we'll come back and continue the Sproul's Insurance Group pregame show just about 10 minutes away from tip-off now here at Charleroi High School. Sandy Howe Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle tag registration, and transfers in the Smithville and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road in Smithville. A special hello to Ed Walensky watching our broadcast tonight from Sandy Howe Notary Services. You're listening to the Sproul's Insurance Group pregame show here on the Uniontown Boys Basketball Facebook page. Exclusive digital coverage of tonight's PIAA contest. Now we're ready to continue the Sproul's Insurance Group pregame show. We are well into our warm-up session here at Charleroi High School, just 9 minutes away from tip-off between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the North Catholic Trojans. This evening's live stream is courtesy of the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev, and White, Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr, and Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, as well as the friends of Jack W. Connor. Our pregame show is brought to you by the Sproul's Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game and are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sproul's Insurance Group. As we look at the bracket as a whole across the state of Pennsylvania for 4A, we are down now to just 8 teams. 4 of those 8 teams, familiar, I'm sure, to many of our viewers, the Uniontown Red Raiders amongst them, the North Catholic Trojans, of course, the competition tonight for the Red Raiders, and not too terribly far away at Norwin High School, Lincoln Park, and Laurel Highlands, 2 more of those final 8 teams in 4A. Rounding out those 8 teams, Newman Goretti, Bishop Shanahan, Allentown CC, and Eastern York. Allentown CC and Eastern York going to be tipping off tonight in Reading at 7:30 p.m. And in Pottstown, at Pottstown High School, it's going to be Bishop Shanahan and Newman Goretti tipping off at 7 p.m. They'll be tipping off at the same time that we will be here at Charleroi High School. The winner tonight will be advancing to Monday, March 20th, to take on the winner of Lincoln Park and Laurel Highlands. And at that point, we will be just one step away from the state title. That state title game at the Giant Center in Hershey, 8 p.m. on Championship Thursday, March the 23rd. And our Red Raiders, if you want to look at it this way, are just 2 wins away from punching their ticket to Hershey and going to the Giant Center next Thursday night, where, if that would come to pass, they will be facing either Newman Goretti, Bishop Shanahan, Allentown Central Catholic, or Eastern York. You're listening to the pregame show brought to you by the Sproul's Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They got you ready for tonight's game. We're going to pause now and acknowledge our sponsors of the live broadcast one more time. Our live video stream tonight is courtesy of the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev, and White, Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, and the friends of Jack W. Connor. We want to welcome in our Red Raiders from across the nation. Red Raiders in North Carolina, Red Raiders in Texas, Red Raiders in Ohio and West Virginia, Red Raiders in Maryland and the state of California. And how about some international Red Raiders? Red Raiders joining the broadcast tonight from Spain and Germany. We welcome you to tonight's contest, where we are now less than 6 minutes away from tip-off between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the North Catholic Trojans here on the Uniontown Boys Basketball Facebook page. We want to thank the Sproul's Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes for sponsoring tonight's pregame show. They got you ready for the game and are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812. Speaking of this evening's broadcast, we will have for you shortly the starting lineups brought to you by U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center in Uniontown. And don't forget, we will have our postgame show tonight, brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, where we will acknowledge our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides. We'll also be bringing to you our halftime show with stats courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, and we will be keeping an eye on the Laurel Highlands Mustangs as they take on Lincoln Park tonight. And when we report those scores, they will be courtesy of Peachin's Pharmacy in the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. We want to thank again the C. Harper Auto Group for sponsoring High School Sports Night tonight and bringing you this coverage of the Uniontown Red Raiders and the North Catholic Trojans. We've got our captains meeting now happening at center court. North Catholic tonight in their black uniform, scarlet number, scarlet trim with a little bit of gold outlining. The Uniontown Red Raiders in their home whites, white uniform, maroon lettering, maroon number, maroon trim. And we are now just 4 minutes away from tip-off. Will the Uniontown Red Raiders move on? Will the North Catholic Trojans be sent home? We'll find out in just 4 minutes when we tip off from the Magic City, Charleroi, Pennsylvania. Thank you again for being with us tonight. This is Joshua Scully alongside Bill Dice behind the lens. We are excited to bring you the coverage of tonight's contest, and this is a special one for the Red Raiders, an opportunity perhaps, if you will, for a little revenge against the team that eliminated them from the Whippeal tournament earlier this season. Will the Red Raiders return the favor tonight and knock off these North Catholic Trojans, ending their season, eliminating them from the PIAA state tournament? Let's talk to you now about the starting lineups tonight for these two teams. The starting lineups are brought to you by U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center in Uniontown. Let's look at the starting lineup for the Uniontown Red Raiders. Starting tonight for your Red Raiders, number 00, Notorious Grooms, the 5'10 sophomore guard. Number 2, Calvin Winfrey, the 5'11 sophomore point guard for the Red Raiders. Kadrian McGlee, who wears number 4, he's a junior, 6'5", and is listed at center. Number 5, Bakari Wallace, the 5'10 senior guard. And rounding out the starting 5 for the Red Raiders, we have Jameer Braxton, the 6'2 junior guard, who wears number 34. Your starting 5 for the Uniontown Red Raiders: Grooms, Winfrey, McGlee, Wallace, and Braxton. The Uniontown Red Raiders are coached by head coach Rob Kesmarski, and he is assisted by Ware Gladman, Ray Robinson, and Calvin Winfrey. Athletic director for Uniontown, of course, Harry Kaufman. And now the starting lineup for the North Catholic Trojans. North Catholic tonight will be starting number 2, Andrew Madelon, the 6'1 senior. Number 5, Matt Ellery, the 6'1 senior. Also starting for the Trojans, number 21, Max Hurry, the 6'1 junior. Number 23, Jason Sickett, the 6' junior. And rounding out that starting lineup for the North Catholic Trojans, number 24, Max Rotman, the 6'1 senior. The starting lineup for the Trojans consisting of Rotman, Sickett, Hurry, Ellerly, and Madelon. That is the starting lineup tonight for the North Catholic Trojans. They are under the direction of head coach Jim Rocco, who was assisted by Isaiah Zeiss and Joe Madelon. Athletic director for the North Catholic Trojans, Bill Barton. And we've got 60 seconds to go now before we get this one underway here in Charleroi, Pennsylvania. Beautiful facility here at Charleroi High School. Plenty of seating. We've got the upper deck open at Charleroi. We've got some fans on both sides in that upper deck. And the Raider faithful have turned out in force here in Washington County. The Uniontown lower section is full. And now the teams are going to position themselves, and the cheerleaders position themselves for the introduction to tonight's game. We will pause briefly for the playing of the national anthem here in just about 25 seconds. Before that, though, we want to welcome everybody in one more time. Thank you, Red Raiders near and far from the United States and beyond, those international Raider fans. We are ready to continue our trip to Hershey here tonight with a victory in the Magic City, and we are ready for a Magic night here in Charleroi, Pennsylvania.
We have a great PIAA quarterfinal matchup between the Red Raiders of Uniontown and the Trojans of North Carolina. The Charleroi School District believes good sportsmanship is an integral component of interscholastic competition. In order for good sportsmanship to prevail, coaches, student athletes, and fans must display respect, fairness, civility, honesty, and responsibility before, during, and after all athletic contact. We encourage fans to enthusiastically support their team, recognize outstanding performance of opponents, and always exhibit good sportsmanship in their words and actions. Profanity, derogatory comments, and other intimidating words or actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, team representatives, or other spectators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. And now, would you please stand? Gentlemen, remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
And welcome back to Charleroi High School, where we are now just seconds away from tip-off. We'll be seeing the starting lineups introduced before the assembled audience tonight. We do have a good turnout here in Charleroi, especially on the Uniontown Red Raiders side. And tonight's contest between the Red Raiders and Trojans guaranteed to be a good one. We are going to review with you now the starting lineups for tonight's contest, which were brought to you by U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Starting lineup for the Uniontown Red Raiders: Notorious Grooms, Calvin Winfrey, Kadrian McGlee, Bakari Wallace, and Jameer Braxton. The starting lineup for the North Catholic Trojans: Andrew Madelon, Matt Ellery, Max Hurry, Jason Sickett, and Max Rotman. Starting lineup again for the Red Raiders: Grooms, Winfrey, McGlee, Wallace, and Braxton. For the Trojans: Madelon, Ellerly, Hurry, Sickett, and Rotman. No one in the starting lineup for North Catholic is taller than 6'1". The Red Raiders, of course, have on their roster Adrian McGlee, who is starting this evening at 6'5", and Levi Garner, who was listed at 6'6", preparing to come off the bench. And we know the difference that Levi can make in that capacity, if not getting those rebounds and blocking shots. His size alone redirects a lot of shots. Here's the starting lineup introduction now for the Uniontown Red Raiders. And a good response here from the crowd as the Red Raiders prepare now to be introduced. The Uniontown cheerleaders, of course, offering a lot of encouragement and excitement, as well as Notorious Grooms, the leading scorer for this Uniontown team, makes his way to the big Charleroi Cougars paw print at the end of the line. Calvin Winfrey, the other half of those super sophomores, now on his way out. Cadrian McGlee, many of you will remember him not only for his basketball prowess, but for his prowess on the gridiron for the Uniontown Red Raiders football team. Being introduced, he's wearing number 4, of course. Bakari Wallace now making his way onto the floor. Bakari, a real mover and shaker, doing a lot of the heavy lifting for these Red Raiders inside. And rounding out that starting lineup, of course, the invaluable Jameer Braxton, who makes so much happen just everywhere on the floor. He is there going to work. Now both teams going to huddle up one final time before we go into the jump ball. This game and the broadcast rights to this game are the sole and exclusive property of the PIAA and the Uniontown School District. Any broadcast of this game is intended exclusively for the benefit of the viewing audience, and any use, rebroadcast, or distribution of this broadcast without the express written consent from the PIAA and the Uniontown School District is strictly prohibited. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go now here in the Magic City. And standing in the center circle along with Cadrian McGlee is number 21, Max Hurry. The ball is up, and the tip is going to be won by North Catholic, and a quick turnover. The Trojans try to advance the ball quickly to Andrew Madelon, but it gets away from him, and the Trojans are going to offer a little pressure here. That's number 5, Matt Ellery, offering some initial defense on Winfrey. Ball goes to Grooms, back to Winfrey, ahead of Winfrey, but it's going to be out of bounds through the hands of Bakari Wallace. And the Red Raiders turn the ball over themselves, stepping across the sideline to inbound this ball for the Trojans, number 23, Jason Sickett. Sickett moves it over to Rotman. Rotman, quick handoff here to Ellery. Trojans moving the ball very quickly now. Our wing, number 2, Madelon. Going to bring it out of the corner. He pushes it across to Ellery. Ellery, far wing, trying to drive, pops it out here to number 23, Sickett. The ball goes into the hands of number 21. That is a miss from Max Hurry, who was one of the leading scorers for this Trojans team. Ball is going to go to Uniontown. And Notorious Grooms brings it into Winfrey. There to meet him is Ellery. Winfrey, little shake and bake, going to bring the ball across the timeline and head to Grooms. Our wing. Grooms moving to the top of the king. He's matched up here with Rotman. Gets a brief double team, moves it to Braxton in the corner. Little dish in to McGlee. McGlee loses his handle on the ball, and this is going to be Sickett, who spins around, gets it across to Max Hurry. Hurry down low, and that's going to be Andrew Madelon making a little bit of contact with Bakari Wallace, and we're going to have our first foul of the game. That one is going to be called against Andrew Madelon, the 6'1 senior. Jason Sickett stretching his arms up over top of the baseline against Cadrian McGlee. Ball comes into Winfrey. Sickett against McGlee is giving up the better part of 4 or 5 inches there. Here's Winfrey, little drive in the paint, wants to go down low. Ball off the fingertips of Sickett on the way out. Ball is going to stay with Uniontown as Winfrey advanced through the paint. Broom's going to step out here on the E in Charleroi. Pushes it into Braxton. Braxton wants the baseline jumper, no good, gets his own rebound. Drives now, has the ball popped out. And that one is going to be a jump ball. Andrew Madelon getting a hand in on Jameer Braxton as Braxton drove the baseline. Ball is awarded to Uniontown on the jump. 6:52 to play in period number 1. No score here. Ball comes into McGlee. McGlee working hard inside. Grooms tries to tip it in. Nothing there. Rebound goes to McGlee. He moves it out to Winfrey. Winfrey, deep three. No good. Strong rebound here. Notorious Grooms. Grooms brings it to our corner. Pops it out to Wallace. Now back to Grooms. Grooms wants the 3 ball. And he's got it. And the Uniontown Red Raiders strike first, 3-0. Charging across the timeline is Rotman. He goes to Sickett. Sickett going to work it across high post. Moves it over here to Rotman. Rotman. Quick pass back to Ellery. Ellery loses it in traffic, and the ball goes to the Red Raiders. Here's Notorious Grooms now across the timeline. Grooms moves it over to Braxton. Braxton off the screen. Nice drive. Give me 2. And we're going to have a travel call from the baseline official as Braxton made that look easy, but the baseline official says, wait, it might have been too easy. Ball comes in here for the Trojans to Max Rotman. Rotman over to Sickett. Sickett moving it our way. Back to Rotman, now up top. This is Madelon. Little handoff here to number 21. Hurry. Hurry gets steered around by Braxton. Moves it our way. Rotman again wants to drive. Pops it out to Hurry. Hurry with a deep three. That one's off the mark. And the rebound. Pulled down by Bakari Wallace. And Wallace gets run over by number 23, Jason Sickett. That's going to be a second foul on the Trojans. 5:47 to play. Jameer Braxton going to step out here by the paw print. Charleroi Cougars, of course, playing host via their facility here tonight between the Red Raiders and Trojans. Pass ahead to Grooms. Grooms, corner three, and he's got it. It's 6-0 Uniontown. Here come the Trojans pushing it hard with Max Hurry. No good. Rebound McGlee. He gets it out to Winfrey. Winfrey through traffic to Grooms. Grooms feeds it back into Calvin. No good on the lay-in. Rebound. Going to go there, number 24, Rotman. Rotman pushes it ahead to Ellerly. And we're going to have no shot but a foul on the floor on this side. And we'll see exactly the nature of the call. Foul is going to be called seemingly on number 5, Bakari Wallace. Uniontown leads 6-0. 5:19 remaining in period number 1. This is number 24, Max Rotman. He's going to step out. Brief moment of conversation here between the officials. And we do have a sub in for North Catholic. And now, of course, a call that nobody is going to like. A push called against the Uniontown Red Raiders on the inbound pass. That one went against Kadrian McLean. We did have a check-in for North Catholic, a couple of them actually. Number 15, Nick Larson, and number 20, Owen Madelon. Here's a drive from North Catholic's number 24, Rotman, no good. Kadrian McLean in the way. The Red Raiders have a defensive rebound, and they're attacking. Here goes a handoff, Winfrey to Braxton, and somehow there is not a trip call as Braxton tries to advance it past Hurry. Hurry hits the deck and trips Braxton. The ball is going to go to the Trojans, 6-0, 4:58 to play. This is Rotman bringing it across the timeline. Gets turned around by Grooms, pops it out to Hurry, far side to Larson. Larson back to Ellerly, now bringing it our way to Hurry off of our wing. Drive, a little bit of contact there, no call. Pops it out to Larson, far sideline, now to Ellerly. The Trojans not afraid to pass the ball. Here's the drive from Ellerly, no good, and it's going to be, hopefully, nobody hurt here. It's going to be a defensive rebound for the Trojans, and on the rebound attempt, a collision that's going to send number 24, Max Rotman, the 6'1 senior, to the floor. This injury timeout is being brought to you by UPMC Centers for Rehab Services, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns at 160 Wayland Smith Drive or call 724-437-7500. The Center for Rehab Services. Relief is closer than you think. And Max Rotman going to be helped to his feet. That foul going to go against number 34, Jameer Braxton. And Rotman is being taken off the floor, off the court, out of the room. The Red Raiders going to maintain their starting lineup here as they break the huddle. And checking in for North Catholic, we're going to have number 15, 22, 21, and 5 on the floor. Ball here going to go to number 21, Max Hurry. Hurry, handoff here to Larson. Larson off of our wing, gets steered around in the paint, pops it back out to Hurry. Hurry for 3, and it's good. North Catholic is on the board after nearly 4 minutes of no score. North Catholic going to give a lot of pressure here. Ball comes into Winfrey, back to Grooms. Grooms right across the Cougar in the timeline. He's matched up here against Ellerly. Correction, that's going to be Owen Madelon in coverage. Now the pass to Braxton on our wing. Baseline jumper, no good. Couple players in on the rebound. It gets ripped out by number 15, Nick Lawson. Pass goes to Owen Madelon, then ahead to Hurry. Hurry wants to drive but gets cut off on the block. Now he pops it out to number 5, Ellerly. Ellerly to number 2, Andrew Madeline. He has no luck inside, but that 3 outside from Max Hurry on the pop-out pass is good. 6-6 your score. New ball game, 3:33 to play. Grooms ahead to Braxton. Back to Grooms, top of the key. Grooms going to direct traffic. And the Red Raiders let the play develop, taking their time. Pass to our wing to Braxton. Leading in McGlee, but McGlee has it poked out. Quick hands there for North Catholic, number 21, Max Hurry. Gets a piece of the ball. It's out of bounds against North Catholic. And checking in for the Trojans, number 11, Eli Stofko, the 6'1 sophomore. Jameer Braxton going to inbound this ball for the Red Raiders. Levi Garner checking in for Uniontown. Pass goes to Wallace, now top of the key to Grooms. Our wing, and then out Calvin Winfrey. He's near the timeline. Going to advance off of that. Gets cut off by number 11, Stofko, for just a moment. Shot's no good, but Levi Garner, the big man, goes 6'6". He's a senior for Uniontown. He's there to clean up and finish it off. Nearly a travel by the Trojans on this side. This is going to be number 2, Andrew Madeline, trying to find some breathing space inside. Nothing there. The ball is saved by number 23, Jason Sickett. Sickett grabs it as the ball goes across the baseline, fires it off of Levi Garner's leg, and the ball then caroms out of bounds. 2:49 to play. The Raiders lead by 2. Here's Sickett on the inbound pass. He pops it out to Max Hurry for 3. That one's no good. And the rebound, everybody has one hand on it. Who can get 2 on it? And Bakari Wallace is going to be tackled by number 2, Andrew Madeline, as he tries to scoop it up. That's going to be a 3rd team foul against the Trojans. And Andrew Madeline is going to check out. The Trojans not afraid to use this bench here. They have already gone about 8 players deep. Ball comes into Notorious Grooms. Grooms going to work here against Matt Ellerly. Grooms finding the sideline. Ellerly almost on the reach call there. Inbound pass to Bakari Wallace. In the paint, nothing there. Ball is picked up by the Trojans. And here comes the Trojans on the other side. Rotman to Sickett. Sickett back to Rotman, top of the key. Rotman thinks about the shot. Instead, he kicks it out to Stofko. Stofko drives it through. Hand off to the other Madeline. This is Owen. Back up top to number 24, Rotman. Then our wing to Stofko. Opposite side now, Ellerly. And back up top to number 24, Max Rotman. The Red Raiders not to be deterred. To Sickett. Back up top to Ellerly. Now Stofko. Stofko advancing off the far sideline. Goes back to Rotman. And on the reach, this is going to be Calvin Winfrey on the foul. .156 to play in the quarter. The Trojans not afraid to pass this basketball. Stepping out here is going to be number 20, Owen Madeline, to inbound the ball. And we're going to see Tanner Uphold checking in for Uniontown. Here come the Trojans. Ball goes into Rotman. Rotman, inbound pass inside, to Hurry. Hurry lays it in for 2. Nice cut there by Max Hurry. Ball goes here to Notorious Grooms. Grooms going to be matched up against Max Hurry. Across the timeline goes Grooms. Grooms pushing it into our corner. Calvin Winfrey, nice fake. Gets a man off his feet. Back up top to Grooms on our wing. He's got Max Hurry with him. Hurry is going to follow him out. Levi Garner's coming to screen. Grooms goes corner to Winfrey. Winfrey around Ellerly, and he tries to lay it in. It won't go. And the rebound gets pulled down by Rotman. Rotman leads the charge to Ellerly. Ellerly wants the 3 ball. No good. Rebound. Easy one for Calvin Winfrey. Calvin going to avoid some contact here from number 20, Owen Madeline. Dribbles himself out of trouble. Goes to Grooms' far wing. Now Bakari Wallace, top of the key. Working against Owen Madeline. Gets the drive through the paint. And the bucket's no good. Rebound, Eli Garner. Eli fighting hard. And he is nearly tackled by number 20, Owen Madeline. That got the Uniontown crowd off their feet. And we're going to have a foul called here against the North Catholic Trojans. That will be presumably their 4th team foul. We're waiting for the official call. Now it's on the board. Number 20, Owen Madeline, the 6'2 sophomore, the guilty party. Grooms inbounds the ball, goes Garner to Calvin Winfrey for three, no good. And the rebound gets pulled down by Max Hurry with 55 seconds to go in the period. Ball ahead to Rotman. Rotman pushes it to Nick Larson in the corner, and Larson is going to be fouled by Tanner Uphold on the push. Foul will be called against Uphold. That's going to send Nick Larson to the foul line. Larson is the 6'3 junior. He's going to have three shots. And the first one is good. That's going to give the Trojans a 9-8 lead for the moment. Second shot from Larson on the way. That one also good. 48 seconds remain on the clock, and the Trojans now are going to populate the middle slots with Jason Sickett taking the slot on the near side, and on the back side is number 5, Matt Ellerly. That one rolls out, and it's pulled down by Levi Garner. Jump ball, and the ball's going to go to the Trojans on the jump. Owen Madeline checking back in for North Catholic. Jason Sickett going to get a breather here with 47 seconds to play. Max Rotman inbounds the ball to Larson. Up top now to Owen Madeline. He hands it off to Max Hurry. 40 seconds. Hurry drives it in, then pops it out. Long on the shot is number 24, Max Rotman. And Levi Garner gets a rebound. He gets swarmed, but a good outlet pass. Gets it to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey advances it down against Grooms. Grooms fakes a shot, moves it back across to Winfrey. Winfrey with the drive. Floats one up and good. And we got a tie game, 10-10. With 19 seconds to go, here comes Rotman across the timeline. He's standing right on the Charleroi Cougar. He gets Notorious Grooms with 10 seconds. Rotman holds, moves it over to Owen Madeline. Then to Max Hurry. Back to Rotman. Rotman sizes up Grooms. He wants to drive. Pops it out. Now it's going to be a three ball from Owen Madeline, and it rolls out. And here's the good news, ladies and gentlemen. If you're just joining us, it's a brand new ball game to start period number 2. 10-10 here in the Magic City between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the North Catholic Trojans. Sandy Howe Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle tag registration, and transfers in the Smithfield and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield. A special hello to Ed Walensky watching our broadcast tonight from Sandy Howe Notary Services. Stop by Big Al's Market on North Gallatin Avenue in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini. Big Al's features 2 one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99, or try an Italian hoagie and a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Big Al's Market, 72 North Gallatin Avenue. Phone 724-550-4252 for Big Al's Market. Whether it's bankruptcy, criminal law, Social Security, disability, or a variety of other legal issues, Zebley, Mahalev & White provides services aimed to resolve their clients' needs. Phone 724-439-9200 or visit zeblaw.com for Zebley, Mahalev & White, who are local lawyers handling local problems. We're ready to resume play here. 8 minutes on the clock for period number 2. Calvin Winfrey inbounds the ball to Notorious Grooms. He's going to have escorting him Max Rotman. Ball goes ahead now to Jameer Braxton, our wing. Braxton going to get a nice little move around Andrew Madeline. Will the bucket go? It will. Andrew Madeline really did not challenge very much there. Here come the Trojans, though, wasting no time. Max Hurry, he's well named. He's in a hurry maybe to shoot. No, he turns around, pops it back out to Max Rotman. Rotman now. Corner. Long three by Andrew Madeline, and he nails it. 13-12 your score in favor of the Trojans. 7:22 to play in period number 2. Calvin Winfrey across the timeline, moves it ahead to Jameer Braxton. Braxton, he wants a 3 of his own. No good, and the rebound is ripped down there by Matt Ellerly, and here come the Trojans again. Larson pops it out to number 2, Madeline. Madeline gets the drive and the bucket. Had made some contact with Bakari Wallace there, but no call. 15-12 your score. Here come the Red Raiders. Calvin Winfrey to Grooms. Top of the key to Jameer Braxton. Braxton wants to drive. Gets it easy. Another easy bucket for Braxton this quarter. The Trojans, though, wasting no time. A lot of passing and quick down the court. Here's a deep three from Max Hurry. No good. Easy rebound for Braxton. Braxton going to handle this one himself. Maybe take it to the house. Big drive through. And Jameer Braxton has got 6 points of his own already this quarter in just 90 seconds. Here's Larson now. Moves it across to Ellerly. Ellerly, top of the key. Works it our wing. Max Hurry. Corner to Larson. Larson brings it out. Swooping around now across the paint. Pops it out to Ellerly right in front of the Red Raider bench, and then up top to number 24, Max Rotman. Rotman to Hurry. To Larson back up top, then to Rotman. Trojans really working this weave. Now they pop it out for Ellerly for three, and it's good. Nothing but the bottom of the net. And the Trojans go back up two. 18-16 your score. Here's Calvin Winfrey, little crossover. And he's got number 5, Matt Ellerly, with him. And he tries to move it inside, but the pass is stolen. Off to the races is Andrew Madelon. And the layup is good. The Trojans now lead by 4, their largest lead of the day. 5:40 to play in period number 2. Winfrey moves it over to Grooms. Grooms going to survey the situation here. Out there with him is Andrew Madelon. Ball goes to Braxton, then handoff to Winfrey. Far side to Grooms. The Raiders going to weave on their own. And here's Grooms with the drive. He gets 2, and he's right back on his feet. 20-18 your score. Here come the Trojans. On the drive, it's Rotman. He pops it out to Hurry from the Cougar Paw. Makes some contact with Jameer Braxton. The fans want to push off. They won't have it. Instead, we're going to have a foul called against Jameer Braxton. That's going to send Max Hurry, one of the more dangerous players on this Trojans team, to the foul line. Hurry is a junior, listed at 6'1", and that is going to be a second personal foul called against Jameer Braxton. And the first foul shot is good for Max Hurry. He's going to get a second. We've got some subs checking in for the Trojans in the form of Jason Sickett and number 11, Eli Stofko. They're going to populate the paint and go after this rebound. Hurry's shot is good. No need for a rebound. The Red Raiders inbound the ball. 5:05 to play in period number 2. It's Notorious Grooms against Rotman. He advances the ball ahead to Braxton. Braxton off of our wing has the ball nearly taken away. Saving the day there is Bakari Wallace. Scooping it up. Ball going to go Grooms, top of the key, far wing to Winfrey. Back to Grooms. Grooms up top. Going to direct a little bit of traffic here. Now he dribbles it out. Goes to Wallace on our wing. Wallace off the screen against Stofko. Gets turned around by Rotman. Now he wants to try Rotman again. Instead, he moves the ball over to Winfrey. 4:33 to play in period number 2. Winfrey to Grooms. Grooms off our wing against Stofko. Moves it up top. Calvin Winfrey going to direct some traffic now. Winfrey working against Max Hurry. Moves it across to Wallace. Wallace likes what he sees, but has the ball taken away by number 23, Jason Sickett. And the ball now goes to Max Rotman, and we've got contact away from the ball, and it's a foul called against the Trojans. Number 11, Eli Stofko, forgot his hockey pads at home, gives a good cross-checking to Bakari Wallace, and it's going to be Red Raider basketball. Ball comes into Notorious Grooms all the way down to Jameer Braxton. Braxton up over top of everybody. Lays it in. 22-20 the score. With 4 minutes to play in period number 2, the Trojans lead. Working off the far sideline. Matt Ellerly. Now a little handoff to 24 to Rotman. Sickett up top of the key to Max Hurry. Lots of passing here from the Trojans. Sickett off the wing to Rotman. Tries to give and go. Nobody home. It's going to be a turnover. And Red Raider basketball with 3:45 to play in period number 2. Notorious Grooms. He's going to stand right on the H in Charleroi and toss it in. Jameer Braxton back to Grooms. Grooms is going to have as his chaperone Jason Sickett. Across the timeline goes Grooms, right on the Cougar. Now he wants to try Sickett on for sides. Pop out to Braxton. Braxton, a lot of contact, no call. Bounce pass over to McGlee. Big pass from Winslow, corrected Winfrey to Grooms, then to Wallace, then back to Winfrey. Winfrey handoff to Grooms. Grooms back to Winfrey. Winfrey off of our wing. Little move by Winfrey, gets space. The jumper's no good, though. Rebound goes to Rotman. Rotman ahead to Max Hurry. Hurry working against Braxton. Gets an angle. No good, and the rebound goes to Kadrian McGlee. Here's Jameer Braxton. Ahead to Grooms. Grooms wants to go inside. Ball popped up in the air by the Trojans. He wanted Winfrey. on the backside there. Ball's going to go to Winfrey anyway. Winfrey floats one up, and he gets a foul call, no bucket. But sending him to the floor is number 5, Matt Ellerly. And Winfrey going to pay a visit to the foul line here with 2:55 to play. Winfrey for the first shot. Going to roll out on him. Subs coming in for the Trojans include number 2, Andrew Madeline, and number 20, Owen Madeline. Andrew's the senior. Owen is the sophomore. Andrew directing some people around the paint here. He says, look, I want Max Hurry down low. Tells his younger brother, you go over there. You got the shooter. Here's Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey with the shot. No good. Rebound gets pulled down by Owen Madeline. To Hurry, way up ahead to number 5, Matt Ellerly. No good. Rebound by Ellerly. Blocked by Bakari Wallace on the putback. The Red Raiders are off to the races. Notorious Grooms, though, blocked on this side by Rotman. Here's Wallace leading in. Correction, that's Braxton leading in and drawing the foul. That is a 7th team foul called against the Trojans. Owen Madeline, the guilty party. First shot from Braxton, no good. The Red Raiders in need of some love from the charity stripe. 2:38 to play in period number 2. Here's Braxton. That one's good. 22-21. Owen Madeline right back to Max Rotman. Rotman across the timeline. Notorious Groom's going to wait for him. Little pass to Madeline. Now our way to Ellerly. Back to Andrew Madeline. Off our wing. Into the paint. Working against Bakari Wallace. Wants to go. And he's going to be fouled on his way as he slowly backed his way in toward the bucket. The call is going to be on number 5, Bakari Wallace. Southwestern Endoscopy Center is now a part of U.S. Digestive Health. If you have a close family member with colon cancer or precancerous polyps, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Learn more at usdigestivehealth.com. First shot from Andrew Madeline, no good. Couple of substitutions each way for the Red Raiders. We're going to see Tanner Uphold make his way onto the floor. Braxton McGlee, Winfrey Grooms, and Uphold on the court for Uniontown. 23-21 on the good second attempt for the Trojans. Here's Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey across the timeline. Little pass ahead to Braxton. Braxton working against the block and goes up over top. Everybody, and it rolls in. Max Rotman hit the deck. He wanted to charge. He won't have it. Braxton ties the game at 23, 2:09 remaining in the half. And the ball going to go out of bounds here. They will say it's off the hands of Notorious Grooms, and it's going to stay with the Trojans. Stepping out, Max Rotman is going to handle the inbound pass. We're going to see Levi Garner, the big man for Uniontown. Levi goes at 6'6". He steps in. Uniontown with both of their big men in now, McGlee and Garner. And the Trojans going to get a corner 3 from Max Hurry, and Hurry hits it to put the Trojans back up 3. Calvin Winfrey across the timeline. Going to move it into our corner. Notorious Grooms for 3. No good from Notorious. That one out of bounds off the hands of Max Hurry, so it will stay with Uniontown. 1:47 to play. Number 23, Jason Sickett, and number 15, Nick Larson, checking in for the Trojans. Notorious Grooms is going to inbound the ball for Uniontown. Uniontown with Uphold, Garner, McGlee, and Winfrey on the floor. 26-23 your score, 1:47 to play. Grooms goes inside to McGlee. McGlee gets the easy look off the glass to get 2 of those 3 points back. Here's the Trojans. Max Hurry going to be the step back 3, and he nails it. And Max Hurry has now got 16 of the Trojans' 29 points. Correction, make that 17 of those 29 points for the Trojans. Here's Grooms moving it to our wing to Winfrey. Winfrey goes deeper in the corner to Uphold. Right back to Winfrey. 1:14 to play in a 4-point basketball game. Winfrey directing traffic. He gets Tanner Uphold here on our wing. Back up top to Winfrey, top of the key. Winfrey's Got Ellerly, who's going to trail him out just a little bit, does Matt Ellerly. Winfrey goes in the corner to Grooms. Grooms moves through and passes through to Uphold on our wing. Then back to Winfrey on the far wing. Winfrey sees a lane now, floats one up, no good, gets his own rebound, and he floats one up, and he gets the bucket, and he gets knocked to the ground, and he's going to the foul line in what will be a 29-27 game with 47 seconds to play in the half. Foul will be called against number 15, Nick Larson. 18 fouls now against the Trojans. Shot from Winfrey is good. It's a three-point play the old-fashioned way, as they say. And here comes number 24, Max Rotman, with 39 seconds across the timeline. Grooms out there with him and ready to move right in front of the Uniontown bench. Uniontown head coach Rob Kazmarski shouting out some encouragement to his team as North Catholic is obviously ready to hold for the last shot. No one on the floor is moving. It is Rotman way up top holding the basketball. Now he's going to try his drive. He's going to pop it out to Max Hurry, who stepped out. It's a deep three, and Max Hurry drills it. It's 5 seconds on the clock. Here comes Notorious Grooms. Grooms wants to go, has the ball taken away by Rotman. Rotman fires it down the floor. No good. And the Trojans are going to hold a 32-28 advantage entering halftime off of that Max Hurry long three. That three hit with about 7 ticks left in the half. And we now are going to be bringing to you our halftime show, halftime statistics, of course, courtesy this evening of the First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Before we get into that, we will pause briefly for a word from our sponsors. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you. 724-437-7500. Spring forward with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 4587. Congratulations from Jack W. Connor, attorney at law, to Uniontown and the Uniontown Red Raiders boys basketball team on a great season. Attorney Connor wishes the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck in the PIAA playoffs. Contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Blejo for a free quote for home and car insurance near you. Located on Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, call Russ at 724-439-9700. Remember, you're in good hands with Russ Blejo and Allstate. Now it's time for the halftime show and halftime statistics, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. The Uniontown Red Raiders jumped out in this one to a 6-0 start and, of course, held the North Catholic Trojans off the scoreboard for the first 4 minutes of this contest. Then after that, we saw a big dose of Max Hurry, who has 19 points officially entering into halftime. That's 19 of 32 points scored for North Catholic as a whole, meaning the rest of his team has scored just 13 points so far. And if you've been watching to this point, what you have seen is Max Hurry delivering several deep three-pointers. And the Red Raiders, of course, have often been able to answer, even put some fouls on North Catholic in that first half. But it is the Trojans leading at halftime 32-28 officially. That is the official score. There had been a brief moment of question regarding the score, but that is what we have officially on the book and on the scoreboard now, 32-28 28 here at Charleroi High School. For the Uniontown Red Raiders, we've got Notorious Grooms putting up 8 points in the first half, and he has been complimented, of course, scoring for the Red Raiders, along with Jameer Braxton, who had a quick 6 points at the open of this second period. And Braxton looked really strong out of the gate there for Uniontown, a really impressive run where he was scoring virtually every possession on some nice drives to the basket. Also putting some points on the board for Uniontown tonight, Calvin Winfrey, who has 5 points in the first half, 2 points for Kadrian McGlee, 2 points as well for Levi Garner. And the Uniontown Red Raiders with 28 as a team entering into the halftime period. The Red Raiders also experienced a couple of fouls of their own in the first half, but the team foul situation was actually favoring Uniontown. We had more team fouls on the Trojans in the first half than we had on the Red Raiders. This evening's live stream courtesy of the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev, and White, Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, and the friends of Jack W. Connor. We also want to thank one more time the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes for sponsoring the pregame show at the beginning of our broadcast. The teams are making their way back out onto the floor, and we are just about 5 minutes now from resuming action here in the Magic City, Charleroi, PA. When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 till 5, and Saturdays, 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense. Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides knows there is nothing more exciting than high school sports. He knows all the athletes worked hard to be competitive, plus maintain their study skills. Commissioner Vince Vicides salutes all of the young contestants in their efforts. Good luck, and may the best team prevail. From Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vicides. Dr. Bob Baker, who is running for Fayette County Coroner, would like to wish the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck in tonight's playoff game. Dr. Baker has the training, experience, commitment, and dedication to serve as your next Fayette County Coroner. Magisterial District Judge Nate Henning would like to wish the best of luck to the Uniontown Red Raiders and all of our local teams in the PIAA playoffs this year. Go Red Raiders for Magisterial District Judge Nate Henning. Welcome back to Charleroi High School, where we are just about 3 minutes away from resuming play in a 32-28 game. The North Catholic Trojans currently hold the lead. The Uniontown Red Raiders, though, trailing by just 4, and it had been just 1 prior to Max Hurry's deep 3 for the Trojans just before halftime. And the commentator here, the public address for the Charleroi Cougars, recognizing Jameer Braxton and his 11 points as currently being the high mark for the Uniontown Red Raiders on an individual basis. For the North Catholic Trojans, it is Max Hurry, who has 19. Live video stream courtesy of the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev, and White, Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, and the friends of Jack W. Connor. We also want to thank the C. Harper Auto Group for making this high school sports night possible. And soon we will be referring you to our scoreboard as we'll be checking in on the Laurel Highlands Lincoln Park game shortly. That'll be brought to you by Peachin's Pharmacy. Peachin's Pharmacy in the downtown Connellsville Peachin Market. We want to thank one more time, too, U.S. Digestive Health and the Southwestern Endoscopy Center in Uniontown, who earlier this evening brought to you our starting lineups. Zebley, Mahalev, and White are local lawyers handling local problems, whether it's bankruptcy, criminal law, Social Security disability, or a variety of other issues. Zebley, Mahalev, and White provide services aimed to resolve their clients' needs. Phone 724-439-9200 or visit zeblaw.com. Contact Uniontown Allstate agent Russ Blejo for a free quote for your home or car insurance near you. Located on Lebanon Avenue in Uniontown, call Russ at 724-439-9700. Remember, you're in good hands with Russ Blejo and Allstate. That's Russ Blejo and Allstate, your local Allstate agent for home or car insurance near you. Dave Lohr wants to remain your Fayette County Commissioner. Commissioners have come and gone, but real change came when Dave Lohr was elected Fayette County Commissioner. Dave Lohr wishes the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck in tonight's game. It's time to order your free at-home COVID tests so that you will have them when you need them. Peach Pharmacy can help you get them and get them now. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop in the pharmacy inside Peach and Market in Connellsville. Where can you go these days to have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and your windshield cleaned? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is located on the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard in Uniontown. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, state inspections, and 24-hour AAA towing service. Phone 724-438-0681 for Joby's Golf on the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard in Uniontown. We are 40 seconds now from resuming tonight's contest between the Uniontown Red Raiders and the North Catholic Trojans here in Charleroi, PA. We want to welcome our Uniontown Red Raider fans from Texas, from California, from North Carolina, from Ohio, from West Virginia, from Maryland, and hey, how about some international Red Raider fans from Mexico, from Canada, from Germany tonight. Thank you for being with us as we follow our Uniontown Red Raiders on their path to Hershey, which will need to include a strong second half here against a North Catholic Trojan team that holds a 4-point lead. We want to thank one more time, too, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County for sponsoring our halftime show. 8 minutes on the clock here at Charleroi High School, and the ball comes in to Max Rotman. Rotman across the timeline. Moves it ahead to Andrew Madelon. Madelon, little handoff to Max Hurry. We know he's dangerous. He's got 19 points so far in this one. He's matched up with Jameer Braxton, and he's going to hand it off to Ellerly, who goes to Rotman. Rotman drives through the paint and nearly falls over. But North Catholic going to save the ball and get everybody reset. This is Max Rotman up top. Rotman going to work against Notorious Grooms. Now he goes Max Hurry, top of the key. Our way, Jason Sickett. Sickett off of our wing, has the ball poked out, and it's a still for Bakari Wallace. And here goes Wallace. Wallace going to take his time and turn around in the face of Max Hurry to Grooms on our wing, then back to Wallace, top of the key. Wallace on the drive, and the floater is good. Bakari Wallace turns around, his hands are up. He says, you didn't think I could make that? No problem. Max Hurry now, our side, off the right wing. Drives it into the paint, pops it out. The Trojans want to answer with a three, and they will not. Max Rotman's shot bounces out. Rebound, Kadrian McGlee. He gets it over to Notorious Grooms. 6:51 remaining in period number 3. This is Calvin Winfrey off the far sideline. Winfrey going to bring it out of the corner to Grooms up top, then back to Winfrey, back to Grooms. Grooms going to stand right on the snout of the Charleroi Cougar, and he moves it our way to Winfrey, who has cycled around. Winfrey for three, skips off the glass, no good. Rebound, Bakari Wallace, and right in front of everybody, he has tied the game. It's a new ball game in the Magic City. Here's Max Hurry with a 32 tie ball game in this one. Moves it out to Max Rotman. Rotman directing traffic. He's going to move Jason Sickett through. Ball goes to Ellerly, to Hurry, back to Ellerly, to Sickett, to Max Hurry up top. Moving it across to Madelon. Madelon dances through the paint, nearly loses the ball. Pops it out to Hurry. Hurry wants the three ball. It's no good. It's over top of the glass. That one could have bounced all the way to Monessen. Instead, it's going to be Uniontown basketball. Almost had to pull that one out of the Mon River. Kadrian McGlee going to inbound it to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey's got an escort in the form of Matt Ellerly. Ellerly going to stay with him step for step. Winfrey offers the fake, then goes top of the key to Braxton. Braxton, easy look, but has McGlee with the ball being stripped away on the pass. And now some confusion on this side. Possibly a block there by McGlee, and here come the Red Raiders the other way. Grooms to Winfrey. Winfrey moving through. No foul somehow, but out of bounds is the call on Andrew Madelon. It looked like Madeline had swatted Calvin Winfrey to the floor. Jameer Braxton going to step out, 32-32 your score. Here comes Owen Madeline checking in for Jason Sickett. And the Red Raiders are going to inbound the ball from the E in Charleroi. Grooms tosses it in to Braxton. Braxton working off the middle peg. Little look inside to Kadrian McLee. It won't go. The tip in won't go. Bakari Wallace says, what will go, as he falls to the ground. And we're going to have a foul called against the Trojans. And we're going to wait for official confirmation. That is the first team foul. And on the board, it will say foul on number 24, Max Rotman, the 6'1 senior. And it's going to be Red Raider basketball. Braxton into Wallace, back to Braxton. Braxton wants the jumper, and he drills along too. And the Red Raiders, ladies and gentlemen, are back on top. North Catholic now trying to recapture the lead for themselves. They won't have it. It's a rebound for Jameer Braxton off the long shot from Madelon. On this way, Notorious Grooms, no good on a three of his own. Rebound, Matt Ellerly. The Red Raiders lead 34-32, 4:55 left in period number 3. Rotman moves it over to Owen Madelon, to Hurry, to Rotman. Here's Owen Madelon again, looks inside to Rotman, short corner. Pops it out now to Matt Ellerly, top of the key, goes high post, swings it over to Max Hurry, and Hurry did not make it. That's good news. Here comes Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey, little stutter step, little shake and bake inside, no good. Rebound, Kadrian McLee pops it out to Grooms. Now, left wing, Winfrey moves it over to Braxton. Braxton going to work off the far wing. Drive, floats one over top of Adelon, and the Red Raiders are up 4:14 to play. Here's Max Hurry. Hurry, always a danger to shoot. Wants a little drive, goes middle peg. Then into traffic to Matt Ellerly, and a late whistle. That's a late whistle. And the foul appears to be against Kadrian McLee. It will be. And we're going to have a timeout taken, a 30-second timeout taken by the North Catholic Trojans. Are you looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services. Visit georgedentalassociates.com today and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. Welcome back to Charleroi. We're here inside Charleroi High School, where the Uniontown Red Raiders have stormed out of halftime and now lead this one 36-32 with 4:06 remaining in the period. It will be North Catholic basketball off of a North Catholic timeout. Ball comes in to Max Hurry. Hurry wants to drive, gets turned around at the second peg. Back to Rotman. Now pops it out to Ellerly for three. No good. Rebound, Max Hurry. Nice looking rebound there for Hurry, and he lays it in for two. And Hurry nearly gets a hand on the inbound pass. Now Owen Madeline going to switch out with him and come up to the baseline. Jameer Braxton will replace Kadrian McLee as the inbounder. He goes to Grooms, back to Braxton. Big leading pass to Winfrey. Back to Braxton again. Braxton going to move it ahead to Grooms across the timeline. Grooms has Ellerly with him, comes our way to Winfrey. Winfrey working against Madelon. Madelon going to give some pursuit. Ball goes to Braxton. Little handoff to Grooms on the switch. Grooms to Calvin Winfrey for three. No good. And the rebound goes to Matt Ellerly. He moves it across to Rotman, to Hurry. Corner, coming out of the corner is number 2, Andrew Madelon. He gets turned around in the paint. Where does he go with the ball? To Rotman, back in the corner. Now, it's going to be Madelon in the corner, and that three is good. And North Catholic has taken the lead back by 1. Calvin Winfrey getting a little bit of fight here from Max Rotman, who tries to poke the ball out. Here's Braxton moving it across the timeline to Winfrey, to Notorious Grooms. Grooms off our wing to Braxton. Braxton likes what he sees, does not get it. Kadrian McLee on the tip in, no good. He moves it out to Winfrey, to Grooms. Grooms wants the top of the key three, no good. Rebound Braxton. Lots of looks here for Uniontown, but they won't have it. Even on the roller. The roller from Braxton is no good, but we've got a foul called against the Trojans and a little extra discussion from Max Hurry and the near official. The near official going to ask everybody to relax. And we're going to see exactly the nature of the beast here. Looks like a call against number 21, Max Hurry. That'll be a second team foul against the Trojans. And it'll be Uniontown basketball with 2:42 to play. And Braxton going to move it into Winfrey. Waiting for him is Matt Ellerly on the other side of the Cougar. Ball goes to Braxton. Braxton gets a little screen there from McGlee, but he instead goes to Wallace. Wallace now going to work from the top of the key all the way in. The floater is blocked, and we've got some combat over the ball between Bakari Wallace and Owen Madelon. And it's going to be out of bounds against Wallace. And here comes North Catholic with 2:23 remaining in the quarter. Ball goes to Hurry, top of the key now to Owen Madelon. Handoff to Rotman. And we've got a double dribble call against Max Rotman. The Red Raiders getting a couple breaks here. They need to cash in on one. They trail by one, 2:14 remaining. Grooms going to beat Owen Madelon to the outside. Feeds Braxton on the inside, and Braxton in the paint gets 2 to go. North Catholic pushing it way ahead, trying to get over top of any pressure from Uniontown. This is going to be Max Rotman feeding it up top to Ellerly, then inside to Madelon. And Madelon has traveled. He's ready to go back to Cranberry Township. Already took a couple steps there. And this is going to be Uniontown basketball. The official going to check the floor there for any tread marks. Seeing none, it's going to be Uniontown basketball. Shamir Braxton into Notorious Grooms. And Grooms across to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey across the timeline. He's got Owen Madelon there sizing him up. Calvin Winfrey, little move, gets the ball to Braxton. Braxton has got 17 points in this one. He's played a tremendous game. Max Hurry for North Catholic has 21. Handoff now to Grooms up top. Grooms going to wait for the play to develop. Some switching happening in the paint. Bakari Wallace pops out, takes the ball on the far wing. I mean, off the right wing is Bakari. Bakari reverse layup. It won't go, but Kadrian McLeod there to secure the ball. And he moves it back up top to Calvin Winfrey. 1:10 to play in period number 3. The Raiders lead by 1. They want more. Our wing, Notorious Grooms, goes inside to Braxton. Hands everywhere. Braxton says, I don't care. Give me 2. Here come the Trojans. And Ellerly thinks better of the 3. He goes to Max Hurry. And here comes Rotman now off of the right wing. Top of the key. Rotman wants to drive off the screen from Hurry. Ball gets popped up to Owen Madelon. Almost a travel. He gets it to his brother, Andrew. No good. Rebound, Bakari Wallace. Wallace going to hand it off to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey across the timeline. 33 seconds. The Raiders lead by 3. Calvin Winfrey out by the score table. Taking his time. Hands it off to Notorious Grooms. Far sideline official going to count him out. Drive on the baseline. Calvin Winfrey going to be called to the charge. Calvin could not get the floater to go. And Calvin is on the floor. We hope he is okay. Calvin back on his feet now. Gingerly going to make his way off the floor. He's going to get some help. Chair going to be laid out there for him. And we're going to see Tanner Uphold checking in with 18 seconds, and the Red Raiders lead by 3. It's going to be Ellerly on the inbound. He's going to bounce it in to Max Rotman. Rotman going to walk across the Cougars' face, and he's got Tanner Uphold waiting for him. 10 seconds and counting. Here's the drive from Rotman and the take, and he doesn't have it, and it's Notorious Grooves on the rebound. Grooves through traffic. Bakari Wallace floats one up. No good. And the last-minute toss there by the Trojans after the fact. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. As we help Bakari Wallace off the floor, hopefully he is okay. The Uniontown Red Raiders lead this one 40-37. Only 8 minutes separate them from a date on Monday with either Laurel Highlands or Lincoln Park. Sandy Howell Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle title registration, and transfers in the Smithfield and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to work on getting a score, and we do have a score for you. We've got correction. We've actually got a viewer from Southeast Asia, the Singapore Raiders. We love that. Bring it on. International fans coming from Singapore. That is tremendous. We knew we had some international Red Raiders out there. That is awesome. We're going to look here now for a score between Laurel Highlands and Lincoln Park, and there is no score yet. We do not have a tip-off there. Are they underway is the question. And they are not underway yet. Still 2 minutes to go before they tip, so they're running late in Norwin due to a PIAA playoff game prior to theirs. So a late tip there as the Red Raiders going to take advantage on some pressure from the Trojans. And Levi gets it on the second try. Watch out. The Red Raiders, though, are going to surrender a look on the other side, but no, nothing goes in a foul. And that's going to be Jason Sickett. A lot of action right out of the gate here. Foul on Jason Sickett. The Red Raiders, by the way, are up 5. And just maybe these North Catholic Trojans are getting a little anxious. The Red Raiders going to bring this one down. Victorious Grooms looking ahead to McGlee high post, to Tanner Uphold, to Grooms. 3 off the wing, rebound Levi Garner. And we're going to see the ball awarded to the Trojans here. And the Raider faithful in the house, not real keen on that one. Here comes Max Rotman across the timeline now. Little handoff to Sickett. Ball going to go to Hurry, then back to Sickett. Now Rotman down on the wing. Rotman brings it up. This is going to be a 3 for Ellerly. No good. Rebound goes Levi Garner. Garner moves it over to Jameer Braxton. 7 minutes to play. Some pressure, and unfortunately, the pressure results in a turnover. Rotman for 3, no good. Rebound, ripped down by Tanner Uphold. Rebound to the night there. Denies North Catholic a chance. Ahead to the big man. He's got 2. He's got 2. The Raiders lead by 7. Here's North Catholic for 3. Nobody home. Rebound gets popped out to Ellerly. He wants the 3 ball and has it. 44-40. North Catholic giving some pressure here. Levi Garner, courtesy of Braxton. Now the Raiders moving ahead. Kadrian McGlee gets it. We get a timeout. 6:25. The Raiders are on their feet. We've got Raiders in the house. We've got Raiders across the nation. We've got international Raiders. And we've got a timeout here in the game with 6:25 to play, 44-40. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer has litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field, and Marcellus gas negotiations, plus family law. Small enough to care, smart enough to win. The attorney, Thomas W. Schaefer. And Sandy Howell Notary Services wants to give a special hello to Ed Wolinski, who was watching our broadcast tonight. Special hello to Ed from Sandy Howell Notary Services. The Red Raiders back underway here, 6:20 to play. Uniontown got Jameer Braxton in the paint, and he is fouled from behind. Braxton will be heading to the foul line on the floor for the Raiders right now. Grooms, Winfrey, Braxton, McGlee, Garner. Bakari Wallace is on the sideline, on the bench. He's not returned to action, but hopefully we'll see him again soon. And that one rolls home for Uniontown. Jameer Braxton going to step up for shot number 2. First foul committed by number 23, Jason Sickett. Correction, that is his 3rd. That one bounces out. The Raiders lead by 5. And here comes Max Hurry. Hurry wants to drive, tries to pop it out. Max Rotman loses it between his legs, but he finds it again, moves it over to Ellerly. Here's Hurry. thinks about a three, gets some attack from Calvin Winfrey. Now he wants the three, and it's no good. Rebound is somehow pulled down by Jason Sickett, who goes back to Hurry. Hurry feeds it across to Ellerly, back up top to Rotman. Across to number 2. This is Madelon on the drive. He gets blocked by Levi Garner, and the near sideline official calls a foul against Levi. And that's a tough call. That's a tough call if there ever was one. Andrew Madelon at the foul line. First one is no good. Checking in is going to be Owen Madelon. Andrew Madelon, one more shot coming. 5:45 to play. Second one no good. Rebound, Kadrian McGlee gets it over to Calvin Winfrey. The Red Raiders now in the driver's seat. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Notorious Grooms across the timeline. Grooms working here against Owen Madelon. Moves it far sideline. Calvin Winfrey. Calvin coming our way. 5:27 and counting. Notorious Grooms. Little handoff to Braxton. Lots of contact here from North Catholic. No call. Braxton! Jameer Braxton makes it a 7-point game on the baby jumper out of the paint. 3 for North Catholic. No good. And a foul called. And the foul is going to be called against Notorious Grooms. And that, again, is a tough call. To shoot 3, number 5, Matt Ellerly. And the first shot is good. Ellerly with his second shot. No good, but of course we're going to shoot 3. I'll tell you what, though, if we were only shooting 2, Kadrian McGlee had that rebound with ease. 5:11 to play. Here's Ellerly. Good. He gets 2 of 3. Immediate pressure from the Trojans, and a steal by Max Rodham, and he goes over top. We're going to have a foul called. Levi Garner gets some hands in the air to deny the shot, but the Trojans are going to go back to the foul line with a foul called against Calvin Winfrey. This will be Andrew Madelon. 47-42, 5:08 to play. Madelon's going to shoot 2. First one rattles home. The Raiders with McGlee and Garner in. Shot 2 for Madelon. Good. 3-point game. Ball into Grooms. Grooms with immediate attention from a couple of players. McGlee with the pass ahead to Jameer Braxton. But Braxton has it taken away, and we're going to have a timeout as laying on the floor with the ball is Max Rotman. Timeout taken by the Trojans. 47-44, 4:58 to play here in Charleroi. Zebley, Mahalev, and White are local lawyers handling local problems, whether it's bankruptcy, criminal law, Social Security, disability, or a variety of other legal issues. Zebley, Mahalev, and White provide services aimed to resolve their clients' needs. Phone 724-439-9200 or visit Zeb Law for Zebley, Mahalev, and White. And the Red Raiders make their way back onto the floor. Garner, McGlee, Grooms, Braxton, and Winfrey, your Raiders on the court. Owen Madelon got to handle the inbound responsibility here in front of the score table. 4:58 to play. And the ball comes in to Max Rotman. Rotman moves through, passes it over to Hurry. Hurry, big pass over to Owen Madelon. Now to Andrew Madelon on the drive. Little feed inside to Max Hurry, who gets turned around and goes back out to Ellerly. The clock continues to tick. Here's Max Hurry now, wants the attack. Pops it out to Owen Madelon, then up top to Andrew, who throws himself on the floor for good measure. But it's going to be North Catholic who was called with the foul as Jameer Braxton pulls down the rebound. That is 5 team fouls now each way ladies and gentlemen, 5 for each. That one is called on Owen Madeline. That is his third. The Red Raiders now going to need to break the press. North Catholic has offered a lot of pressure, and their press so far has produced a couple of turnovers. Notorious Grooms going to come across the timeline with a lot of pressure. Big pass to Kadrian McGlee. Little feet across to Jameer Braxton. And Kadrian with the tip in. 49-44, 4:15 to play. Max Hurry on the drive. Makes some contact with Bakari Wallace. Then shoots an air ball. Throws himself on the floor. And we're going to have a foul called on Bakari. 4:09. 4:09 left. A date with the Laurel Highlands Mustangs potentially on the line. Well, will it be Lincoln Park? We're going to find that score for you. First foul shot is no good. Lincoln Park currently leading 15-12. That score, courtesy of Peach's Pharmacy in the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market. Second one for Max Hurry is good. 49-45. Inbound pass to Calvin Winfrey. Winfrey works it over to Grooms. Grooms ahead to Braxton. Braxton, lots of cover pressure here. And I believe we've got a timeout taken by Uniontown. Indeed, we do. Timeout on the floor with 4 minutes even. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your time now. Pick up that telephone. Call your loved ones. Tell them, get this broadcast on their computer, on their television, on their phone. It's 49-45 with 4 minutes to play. It's not too late to get us on. Lincoln Park leading Laurel Highlands by 3, 15-12. And we're going to be coming off of a Uniontown timeout. Going to be Uniontown basketball. Jameer Braxton to Notorious Grooms. The ball is stolen. This is Max Hurry. And Hurry for two, no good. Rebound, Bakari Wallace. Gets it over to Grooms. Grooms. Across the timeline to Winfrey, 3:40. Into the corner to Bakari Wallace. Bakari off the baseline is going to be tied up. And the ball stays with Uniontown. This is going to be Jameer Braxton stepping out. He's on the baseline. He inbounds the ball to Kadrian McGlee. Far sideline, Wallace now to Grooms on the far wing. Little handoff. Jameer Braxton for three is short. Rebound, Max Hurry. And Hurry is off to the races. He gets cut off by Winfrey. Pops it out to Madeline. Now top of the key to Rotman. Max Rotman going to move to the forecourt. His pass goes out of bounds off the hands of the Red Raiders. 3:16 to play. Pass comes in to Ellerly. Off the baseline, then back to Rotman. Rotman goes corner. Corner three for Hurry. Nothing there. Rebound by McGlee. McGlee has it. Goes Bakari Wallace. Wallace has the ball poked out by Rotman. Rotman ahead to Madeline. Feed over to Hurry. Hurry gets two. 2:55 to play, a 2-point game. Pass ahead to Braxton. Braxton going to work against Madeline through the paint. Floats one up for two. No good. Nearly had it. But with 2:49 to play, it's going to be Jameer Braxton at the foul line. Once again, special thanks to Peach's Pharmacy in the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market for reporting our scoreboard. It's Lincoln Park 15, Laurel Highlands 12. Foul called on number 2, Andrew Madeline. First shot from Braxton, no good. (49-47). Braxton, good on that one. 50-47, 2:49 to play. Here comes Max Rotman across the timeline. He's going to direct traffic. He's got Notorious Grooms with him. Good defense here by Grooms. Grooms steers him out. It's Max Hurry for three, and he gets one. He'd been cold all half, but he has that one. It's a new ball game with 2:30 to play. Calvin Winfrey. Big pass to Braxton. Nearly jumped. Braxton, little pass over to Grooms, who lays it in for two. The Raiders have the lead back. Everybody, sit down. Take a deep breath. It's Max Rotman across the timeline. Uniontown leads by two. 2:10 to play. Hurry. Hand off to Rotman. Now our way. Owen Madelon. Little feed inside to Rotman. Rotman passes it across to Hurry. Hurry. Off the far sideline. Thought about a shot. Less than 2 minutes to play. He holds it. He takes it back out to the Cougar. He's got Jameer Braxton with him. Now he wants to drive, and he's going to get two on that drive. The Glee inbound pass to Notorious Grooms. 1:40 to play here in Charleroi. 52-52. Grooms has Max Rotman with him. Grooms picks up his dribble, goes far sideline to Wallace. Back to the right wing to Grooms, and timeout taken by Uniontown. 1:28 to play. 1:28, and both teams, ladies and gentlemen, both of them. 16 fouls each way. 16 fouls. Next foul is the single bonus. Sibley, Mahalev, and White are local lawyers handling local problems, whether it's bankruptcy, criminal law, Social Security, disability, or a variety of other legal issues. Sibley, Mahalev, and White provide services aimed to resolve their clients' needs. Phone 724-439-9200. Live stream tonight, courtesy of the law offices of Zebley, Mahalev, and White, Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, and the friends of Jack W. Connor. Stop by Big Al's Market on North Gallant Avenue in Uniontown, family owned and operated by Phil Locioni and Dominic Sabatini. Big Al's features two one-topping pizzas and a 2-liter for $21.99. Or try an Italian hoagie in a 20-ounce drink for $6.99. Big Al's Market, 72 North Gallant Avenue, phone 724-550-4252. That's Big Al's Market, locally owned and operated by Phil Lucioni and Dominic Sabatini. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Charleroi High School. It's Uniontown Red Raiders basketball. It is a 52-52 game with 1:26 to play, and it's Calvin Winfrey going to receive this pass, and he's across the timeline to Notorious Grooms. Grooms off the far sideline, taking his time, looks at his options. He goes Winfrey, top of the key. Winfrey is right on the Cougar snout. Now he moves it across to Grooms. Grooms wants to drive, likes to drive, drives it through for two. No good. Rebound pulled down by Max Hurry. There is 1 minute and 4 seconds to go, tie ball game. And the Trojans have Max Rotman with the basketball. He moves it over to Max Hurry. Hurry on the night has 29 and a 52 for the Cougars. Here's Ellerly, far sideline to Rotman. North Catholic and no hurry. They're holding the ball. Near sideline official says no contest. He can't count it. No contest again. Grooms wary of the screen. Grooms stays with Rotman. Here's Hurry. 32 seconds to play. And a timeout going to be taken by North Catholic. 30.5 seconds. 52-52. Full timeout on the floor. 30.5 seconds and a 52-52 ball game. Southwestern Endoscopy Center is now a part of U.S. Digestive Health. If you have a close family member with colon cancer or precancerous polyps, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Learn more at usdigestivehealth.com. UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacement, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you. 724-437-7500 for UPMC Centers for Rehab Services on Wayland Smith Drive. And huddles are broken here at Charleroi High School. Timeout has concluded. Matt Ellerly is going to handle the inbound responsibility. Ball comes into Max Rotman. 28 seconds to play. Rotman is with Grooms. Grooms is with Rotman. Here's the pass across to Ellerly. Ellerly has Calvin Winfrey with him. Back to Rotman. North Catholic going to hold it for the last shot. 15 seconds left. Rotman way outside. 12, 11, 10. Rotman steered around by Grooms. He goes in. This is going to be a drive and a shot from Andrew Madelon. No good, but a foul called against Bakari Wallace. A hit. That is the fourth foul called against Bakari Wallace. And the first shot from Madelon is good. 2.5 seconds remain on the clock. 2.5 seconds. North Catholic has only Max Rotman in for the rebound. Shot, good. And we're going to have a timeout taken by North Catholic. Full timeout. 2.5 seconds to play. Spring forward with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729. Dave Lohr wants to remain your Fayette County Commissioner. Commissioners have come and gone, but real change came when Dave Lohr was elected Fayette County Commissioner. Dave Lohr wishes the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck tonight. And now here we go, 2.5 seconds. And we're going to have another timeout. Both teams come out and get a look at each other. And a timeout taken once again on the floor. You are watching exclusive digital coverage of the Uniontown High School boys basketball team on the Uniontown Boys Basketball Facebook page. Tonight's live stream courtesy of the law offices of Zebley Mahalav and White, Fayette County Commissioner Dave Lohr, Autoland Hyundai of Uniontown, and the friends of Jack W. Connor. This has been another exciting edition of the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night. 30 seconds remain in the timeout. And the Laurel Highlands Mustangs trail Lincoln Park 23-21. That score brought to you by the Peach and Pharmacy in the downtown Connellsville Peach and Market. Here we go, 2.5 seconds. Inbound pass, Calvin Winfrey. Ahead to Bakari Wallace. Wallace to win! Yes! With the time. Leave the lights on, baby. You bring us another win. The Raiders win. The County win. Let's just win the game. The Raiders win. 54. The Uniontown Red Raiders have just won 55-54 and will advance to Monday evening, and they'll see either Laurel Highlands or Lincoln Park. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back with the post-game show. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the postgame show, which is brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. If you are still conscious, we are going to share with you now some postgame statistics. This gymnasium is full of maroon and white. People who have just witnessed what has to be one of the wilder ends in Red Raider history. You pick the sport. This deep in the PIAA playoffs. Bakari Wallace, who was tagged with the dubious foul call and sent Madelon for North Catholic to the foul line to shoot two. Madelon makes both. The Red Raiders and their coaches draw that play up, and they got Bakari Wallace his shot. And Bakari Wallace has just sent the Red Raiders to the semifinals. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pause for just a moment for a word from our sponsors. And we'll be right back with the postgame show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon, where we will name our player of the game, brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides. March is saving of the green at Autoland Hyundai. The new 2023 Hyundai Santa Cruz SEL Premium has available $1,000 in HMF bonus cash plus fuel efficiency. Lease the new 2023 Hyundai Venue SE for only $199 per month for 36 months. Autoland Hyundai, downtown Uniontown. See them online at autolandhyundai.com. Remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai. Are you looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services. Visit georgedentalassociates.com today and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. The attorney Thomas W. Schaefer has litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field, and Marcellus gas negotiations. Plus, family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer. Dr. Bob Baker, who is running for Fayette County Coroner, would like to wish the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck in tonight's playoff game. Dr. Baker has the training, experience, commitment, and dedication to serve as your next Fayette County Coroner. Congratulations from Jack W. Connor, attorney at law, to the Uniontown Red Raiders boys basketball team on a great season. Attorney Connor wishes the Uniontown Red Raiders the best of luck as they continue their PIAA journey on Monday in this postseason. It's time to order your free at-home COVID test so that you'll have them when you need them. Peach Pharmacy can help you get your free COVID tests. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop in the pharmacy inside Peach and Market in Connellsville. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Magic City, Charleroi, named after Charleroi, Belgium, by the way, where the Red Raiders have just won on a three-pointer from Bakari Wallace. His time expired, 55-54. What a game. The Red Raiders will advance and play again Monday evening against either Lincoln Park or Laurel Highlands. That game is a close one, and we're going to refer to the Peach and Pharmacy scoreboard just one more time. And as of right now, the score that we have is 28-25, Lincoln Park leading at the half. So just 3 points there. We want to thank everybody for listening. Hey, International Raider fans, we love you guys. National Raider fans, we love you guys. Raider fans who were here tonight, we love you guys. Raiders who are watching this on the bus ride home, we love you guys. What a game. What a game. We hope that you enjoyed it. We're grateful to have brought it with you. We do want to share just a few statistics. A tremendous game from Jameer Braxton for Uniontown. He was Uniontown's leading scorer. Tremendous game from Max Hurry from North Catholic. Wow, could North Catholic pass the basketball? The Trojans had a magical city. Unfortunately, they had a magical season. Unfortunately, it came to the end here in the Magic City tonight. But what a great run they had. Tremendous team, tremendous coordination on that team. The passing, the pressure, the Uniontown Red Raiders, thanks to an early jump, a strong second half, and that big shot at the end. They survived tonight, and they get a little vengeance too. North Catholic, of course, eliminated them. And Wednesday night, we had a chance to talk with some of the players. North Catholic had not played yet. They played Valley View Wednesday night. That game was postponed from Tuesday the 14th due to weather. And when you talk to the players that night, they said, we want North Catholic. That's the matchup we want. We want North Catholic. They got it, and they delivered. This is the postgame show brought to you by South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon. Shop the March sale at Zen's Construction Warehouse on Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Family owned and operated by the Nelson family. Zen's has everything you need for that next home improvement project at deep discounted prices. Phone 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Zen's Construction Warehouse, our surplus, your savings. That's Zen's Construction Warehouse in Continental. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back, and we'll bring to you the player of the game as sponsored by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight as we prepare to conclude our broadcast, we do want to bring to you our player of the game brought to you by Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides. And we've got a special treat for you tonight. We've got a player of the game and a play of the game. If you didn't watch the game, you have no idea what the play of the game was yet. So stay tuned for that too. Player of the game, Jameer Braxton, who did a lot of heavy lifting for this team and really kept the Red Raiders in a couple times when it looked like the Trojans might be able to build a lead. But the play of the game, I might even suggest the play of the season to this point, Bakari Wallace from the Cougar paw print right here on the left wing, drilling a three as the game ends to win for Uniontown. Player of the game, Jameer Braxton. Play of the game, Bakari Wallace's game-winning bucket. Thank you, Fayette County Commissioner Vince Vacides and South Union Township Supervisor Rick Vernon for sponsoring the player and play of the game as well as the post-game show, respectively. I want to thank you for checking out our broadcast tonight. I want to give a big thanks to everybody who has helped make this broadcast possible. We have had so much help behind the scenes. I want to give a special thanks to Bill Dice and his tremendous camera work. And I want to thank everybody for the opportunity to sharing something that I love, my passion for Uniontown Red Raiders athletics and all of our school district achievements with you. One last time, this is Joshua Scully alongside Bill Dice. Have a wonderful evening. Up with the town.